My name is Brian Outlaw. But wait, you already knew that. Anyways, welcome to RCW, Ravage Championship Wrestling, where compelling storylines and the bullshit of WWE doesn't exist. Welcome to wrestling that you care about, wrestling that you'll be entertained by, wrestling without the bullshit. Well, Bossman's telling me to watch my language, so anyways, enjoy the show, and hey, don't look at my sisters the wrong way, otherwise you will get a guilty verdict too. Anyways, enjoy the show, grab a snack, grab your girl, oh wait, I have her. I'm just kidding, enjoy the show. Alright, hello everybody. There's the new screen first of all. Let me edit the chat box here because the chat box is all screwed up. Have to edit the chat box a little bit because it's not showing your names. So let me do that. There we go. It wasn't showing your full names here, so this is a brand new screen that we have here, and I just added it. I forgot that the designer that I had paid to do my streams, what he basically did was he gave me a just chatting screen, which just has my webcam and everything else on it. But he also gave me an empty screen of this. So he gave me basically this screen, and this is going to kind of serve as the intermission screen. So you know how the game has to load up matches? Well, you guys aren't going to see that anymore. What you guys are going to see is just Luna walking here, as I just made like a quick little entrance video of her just walking, just so that you have something to watch until the match actually loads, so you don't have to, just see the screen loading for forever. And it also allows me to have, some surprises. Like if I don't want you to see somebody, what the match is or whatever, then it allows me to do that. So without further ado, we have our first opening match, or our opening match anyway, and it's going to be Brian Outlaw versus Daniel Bryan in a non-title contest. So, we are going to get that underway here as I switch over to the screen here. There we go. See, like, it is so much better that way. It's so much better that way. I don't know why I've had that screen that you guys just saw for forever, and I don't know why I never used it. And then I was thinking last night, I was like, why don't I use it? For something. Excuse me, having some allergies here. Gotta love it. But Twitch also has these things called channel trailers, which is something that YouTube has had for a little while now, and it's kind of just sort of, please don't crash, please. Okay, thank God. It's kind of what YouTube has already had in their channel trailers. So they've had different things in their channel trailers as well. It basically kind of gives you a little bit of an insight on what the channel is about. Maybe it's a minute long or whatever, and I'm in the process of making one. It's gonna kind of be like the stream intro that you guys see. Obviously, it's gonna be, Brian Outlaw, talking about what the channel's about. The promo or the script is already written for that. I just have to record it and have it done. Also, I made an announcement on my Twitter regarding like future content going forward. Obviously, RCW is going to continue in 2K20, but I had proposed an option for the My Career stuff on my YouTube channel. So with championships from community creations not showing up, meaning like logos and stuff like that and everything else with 2K20, we're going to be backtracking, I should say, to 2K19 for some parts of the My Career Universe modes of Luna and Brian, and then going back to 2K20. Specifically because now that Brian Outlaw and Luna Outlaw are at Impact Wrestling, there's a couple of things that I want to do there with them. Possibly maybe they go to AEW or some other parts. Basically, Brian Outlaw in 2K19 and Brian Outlaw in 2K20 are pretty much the same in terms of moveset, looks. Obviously, he's going to look different because this is different graphical engine. But pretty much, they're all the same. I did change up Sky's entrance in 2K19. So her entrance is a little bit different because the entrance in 2K20 that she has in here isn't in 2K19, but I changed up her entrance to kind of fit her gimmick, fit her personality. So hopefully you guys can understand that. We also have a Outlaw World Tour series happening. That has been in the works for a really long time. That was something that I wanted to do on this game in 2K20, but obviously with the problems that 2K20 has been experiencing, I haven't been able to do it. And basically what that is, it is a world tour, meaning that the Outlaws are going to go from promotion to promotion wrestling. It's going to kind of be like a My Career, but there are going to be storylines within the world tour. But it's not going to be as like linear as My Career is in terms of like them staying at a promotion for a while or whatever, for a long while. It's going to kind of be around the world. So maybe Brian wins the AEW World Championship there, and then he goes with that championship to another promotion or something like that. There still is going to be storylines. Obviously, the storyline we have going right now to start that series, you can watch that. There's a little bit of a trailer on the Outlaw World Tour playlist on my channel. And that was a while back. I did that a while back. Basically, Brian Outlaw put Dustin Rhodes, formerly known as Goldust, in the hospital. He had injured Cody Rhodes' brother, and because of that, they're going to go to AEW, and they're going to start there. And Brian Outlaw and Cody are gonna, have their own little thing. Maybe, just maybe, we bring in the Murder Hawk monster, Lance Archer. He is actually a really awesome wrestler. I followed him in New Japan. And he's liked a lot of my tweets. He liked my tweet last night. When he won the match against Dustin Rhodes to go to the TNT finals for the TNT World Title, like a TV title, because AEW is doing like a TV title. So I'm excited to do that. I actually may do a promo and bring Lance Archer with me and, tag him in it. He's a really awesome dude. He's a Christian man, so, as a man of God, I respect that. And he's just a really cool dude, and I would definitely love to work with him in the industry, for sure. I actually made a tweet about that, and he liked it, so I thought it was kind of cool. I was like, hey, dude, I would love to work with you. If ever given the opportunity, it would be an honor. That would be cool. So I would definitely love to work with him one day in AEW. But those are some of the things that are coming as we are still in this match here with Brian Outlaw and Daniel Bryan, as Brian Outlaw ascends to the top rope here looking for the jailbreak DDT, something that he hits a lot. As Daniel Bryan gets up to his feet in a jailbreak DDT. No, Daniel Bryan sidestepped him. Again, this is a non-title match, but if Daniel wins here, it could possibly be a turning point in this whole Kevin Owens story, if you will. Because obviously we have Brian Outlaw and Kevin Owens butting heads, as Brian takes down Daniel Bryan here. We have those guys butting heads as he ascends to the top rope again. What's he going for here? Oh my, what a senton, but oh, Daniel Bryan got the knees up. As you can tell by Brian Outlaw here holding his back as Bryan tries to recuperate in the corner here as Daniel Bryan got a couple of yes chants in there, propping up Brian Outlaw here on the top rope. This can't be good. What is Daniel Bryan going for here? Oh my, just tossing the champion from the top rope here. And Daniel Bryan going for a cover. I don't know if that's a really good cover there, as Brian Outlaw kicks out at 2. The heart within Daniel Bryan and Brian Outlaw. We'll have to see who has more heart in this match. Oh! Trying to go for a heel hook here. Trying to get Brian Outlaw to submit here. Brian Outlaw is the champion, Chaotic. Brian Outlaw is the current RCW World Champion right now. He had beaten Zero a while back for that title and retained his title against Chris Danger, but then attacked his best friend, or should I say former best friend, in Kevin Owens. And he gave his explanation for that. I don't know if that's a very good explanation. But if you missed that, definitely check that out, as that is on my website and my YouTube channel. All the episodes of RCW are on YouTube, as well as the website, ProWrestlingGA.com. There you can find the Angle Podcast. Thank you, Darkman, for the alert. You can find the Angle Podcast, which is a wrestling podcast with me, Chaotic, and Deftest Violator, as he's been a part of a couple episodes as of late. And we just talk about pretty much anything in wrestling, really. And you guys can join in on the discussion. We have a segment where we do viewer questions, where we answer some of your questions. Or if you want to spark a conversation, you can do that as well. And oh, what a right hand there to Daniel Bryan. And we also have some screens and some overlays for that. Which is awesome. Finally, we got that. We should have that next episode. We're going to work on setting that up. And I think a good topic to talk about for that podcast is the Women's Revolution. I think that is something that we haven't really touched on a lot of, with women revolutionizing wrestling. So I think that would be a great topic for the next episode of the podcast. So make sure you tune into that. Chaotic and I both stream it on our channels. After it is streamed, it goes on the website at ProWrestlingGA.com under the podcast. You go to the content folder. There should be a drop-down menu where it says all the content, including RCW, some Sky's the Limit and the Dawning Behind the Mask website exclusive series there. And then it shows podcast, and then you can watch every episode. There's Brian Outlaw there with a backbreaker to Daniel Bryan, and I think Bryan is ready to finish this. It only takes one. Usually, guilty verdict there. Some may call it a crossroads, but not realizing that Daniel Bryan was there. That's a rookie mistake there from Bryan Outlaw, and he doesn't make a lot of those as he's ascending to the top rope, looking to finish this with the jailbreak DDT here on Daniel Bryan. Jailbreak DDT, finally able to connect. 1, 2, and Daniel Bryan kicked out at 2.5. I don't know how he managed to do that. But like I said, Daniel Bryan has so much heart. We've seen him battle the Authority in that other company. And now we are seeing him battle it out with the RCW World Champion as he's trying to get him to tap out again. He's trying to get him to tap out. What's Bryan gonna do here? Bryan's got nowhere to go here unless he can crawl over to the ropes, but he's able to get out of it. He trained himself very well in submissions, and that's why, you know, Sky Outlaw and Luna Outlaw, his sisters, are really good in that area. And a shooting star press off of the middle rope here, trying to get Daniel Bryan to stay down, and he does. He gets him off with a shooting star press. Very surprised there. He didn't have to hit the guilty verdict again or the jailbreak DDT. He just got him off with the shooting star press. And Daniel Bryan, unable to defeat the champion here. He's got quite a bit of momentum going into his potential match, I should say, with Kevin Owens. As we move on to our next match, and we're going to go over to the intermission screen as we do that here. To save you guys having to look at the loading screen, that is something new that, this is something new that I added. I had this screen as part of my overlays for a while. I just didn't ever use it. And I was thinking, you know, what could I use this for? Yeah, this was actually made by Chronic, a designer that has designed a lot of stuff for my friends, and you could find some really awesome designers on Fiverr. That's another website that I use. It's a really good website to use if you're looking to get anything done. Basically, you choose the price, you choose for what you want to pay for, and there are many, many different sellers, designers, writers. Pretty much, if you need anything done, Fiverr is a good website to find anything. Web design, proofreading, writing, or whatever the frick you need to get done, you can pretty much find that. And basically you can enter a price of whatever you feel like paying. Just a reminder for everybody, you kind of get what you pay for. But I've had some pretty badass things done for a cheap price. Like, and to me, anything below or at $100 is pretty cheap, considering what designers can charge for some work to get done. I had YouTube intros done for $50. You know, so I've had a lot of really awesome things done for that. I figured I'd just give you guys a little bit of that, because in case any of you are looking for, you know, to improve your channels, I always try and help other people. As we move on to our next match, which it is, the Young Bucks are in action here against the Street Profits. And I turned the entrances off because of it crashes during multiple person matches. I've noticed a lot of, so. Oh, what a move there by Montez, and he's looking to get the winner over the Young Bucks. And by the way, the Young Bucks are the new RCW Tag Team Champions after beating the Undisputed Era at RCW Rebirth. Here is a Seth Walker here from, I believe that was Nick Jackson of the Young Bucks. And now Montez with the uppercut. Montez tagging in the big man, Angelo Dawkins, and it appears here that the Street Profits definitely want the smoke from the Young Bucks. To quote the Street Profits, though, we want the smoke. Yeah, chaotic. It's always, I feel like when you have your own type of branding rather than buying overlay packs, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, because I did that. I had, you know, overlays that I had bought, you know, and they were nice. They were nice, but having like personalized things, you know, because your channel is your brand. Your channel is yours. So I would think that anyone with a business or just about anything that they own, they want to make it their own. And I think one of the things that you can do that is have your own, you know, branding, whether that be your own logo or whether that be overlays or, you know, whatever, you know, that's it. I feel like it says something. And it's also very intriguing because, you know, when you have your own branding, I don't know what it is, but I feel like it makes it more attractive to the person watching you or the person going to your business, you know. If you can find something that is very visually appealing, as some people would call it, or, you know, just very attractive looking, or eye-catching is another good way of looking at it, then it definitely is a step in the right direction for any channel, I think. As Angelo Dawkins rolls to the outside, gets a snapmare takedown here to Matt Jackson. Remember that last episode we had a really long tag team match between Jason Outlaw and Scott Richards. Jason Outlaw with Scott Richards and Chris Danger and Buddy Murphy. And some really awesome tag team work here from the Street Profits and a kick out at one. Oh, kind of missed the boot there. Matt Jackson kind of missed the boot, but he caught the foot of Montez Ford. Oh, what a move there to take down Montez. In a pin combination and a 1 count. tag team matches, man, they are crazy. They are nuts. One of the things that I really like about AEW is the way that they do their tag team matches. Like, you know, the thing that sucks a lot of times is that I always hate it when certain divisions in wrestling suffer. Whether it be the women's division, tag division, cruiserweight division, if the promotion has one. You know, but I've always loved tag team wrestling just because of the crazy stuff that can happen. And AEW does a really good job with their tag team wrestling. Not to say that WWE doesn't, but I feel that there are so many talented tag teams that just don't get the time. Don't get the limelight that they deserve at all. Is Matt Jackson trying to make a tag to his brother Nick, and he does. As Angelo Dawkins could have stopped him there. I don't know why he didn't. But Matt Jackson taking a breather on the outside here. Oh my, what a moonsault from the top rope onto Angelo Dawkins. Referee taking a little bit of time here. One. Oh, referee took a little bit of too much time there trying to get in position for the count. Oh, but Nick taking care of Montez as Montez just lays there for the time being there. Oh, but that gives time for Angelo Dawkins to take advantage. Like I said, the Street Profits definitely want the smoke here in RCW. Oh, a huge kick to the midsection. Another one. Alley-oop bomb from Angelo Dawkins here. As Matt Jackson has made his way up back to the apron. Oh! What a move there, throwing down. Nick Jackson going for the pin here. 1, 2, and Matt Jackson just saving his brother here. My God, what a match. Oh, it looked like Angelo Dawkins had a little bit of a hold of the head there, but Nick able to get out of it with a Hurricane Rana there. Oh, and a clubbing blow into the corner and a huge chop in the corner to the big man, Angelo Dawkins. Oh, I was trying to make the hot tag to Montez and definitely stopped him right in his tracks there. What's he going for here? Super kick from Nick Jackson as he drags Angelo Dawkins to his corner. 1, 2, 3, and the Young Bucks are able to beat the Street Profits. Wow. What a match that was. Definitely a shorter one than the one that we had last episode on Tuesday. But, you know, insane nonetheless. As the RCW Tag Team Champions, Nick and Matt Jackson, celebrate here on RCW. Now, it makes me wonder, you know, the Young Bucks are top tier tag team here. They are definitely a top tier tag team as we get to the break screen and move on to our next match here. They are definitely a top tag team, not only in RCW, but in wrestling in general, so it makes me wonder who is going to dethrone them. As our next pay-per-view will take place in San Diego, California, and it will be RCW Breakout. And that is our first pay-per-view of Season 7. Now, as we move on to our next match here, which will be Sky Outlaw versus Ariel. And now these two have been in a huge rivalry since their Ravage Cage match a couple episodes back. And, you know, that was a pretty insane match. It took 3 restarts to finally crown a winner, and Sky Outlaw was able to escape the cage within 5 minutes time and defeat Ariel in that match. So speaking of Sky Outlaw, she had made a tweet here as I try and find that for you guys. And she tagged her sister Luna, who you see walking right there. She tagged her sister Luna in this tweet here, and it was very intriguing because back in Season 4 at RCW Anarchy, for those of you that have been here for a while, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It was Sky Outlaw as the RCW Women's Champion, and it was Luna Outlaw, sister versus sister, in a match. And Luna Outlaw was able to beat her own sister for that title. And she alluded to that here in this tweet as she said, "Hey sis, remember our title match a while back? That was the best match we've ever had. The crowd popped so much in that. Boss man nailed the calls. Let's do it again. Hashtag Sky versus Luna 2. So is that a match we could see in the near future? We'll have to wait and find out as we get this next match underway, folks, as it'll be Sky Outlaw versus Ariel here. Now, as Sky comes out here with her Worth More tee, I actually have that t-shirt. You can get that t-shirt on my merch store. I believe there's a command for that. If you enter store, the command store, you will get access to a link. It's also down in my panels there. It's a Teespring panel where you can look through some of the other products. But that is a domestic violence awareness t-shirt, especially during this time of the coronavirus. And from what I've read, it seems that the cases of DV are going up, which definitely breaks my heart, as I was a victim of it. And it's something that is very, very personal to me, and something that is very, very personal to Sky as well. And you'll be able to read that story in my book, Life on Lockdown, when that releases. And we got a crash, and I knew it was going to happen. How did I know? Because it's 2K20. We got a crash, and I knew it was going to happen because of 2K20. Gotta love it, right? Gotta love it. But we're prepared for that kind of stuff because 2K20 is 2K20. We've had that happen to us on many times of RCW, so we will be fine. I knew it was going to happen. But the thing is, it's not a consistent thing. It doesn't always happen, which is very weird to me. It's not one of those things that always happens. It's a very inconsistent thing. Also, while I get this back up and running, I feel like this is a good time to make an announcement. That shouldn't happen. You're right, it shouldn't, but it did. I gotta fix the chat box again. Let me do that. I don't know what's going on with the chat box here. There we go. Possibly it's just too close to the edge of the actual box. It shouldn't happen, but it does. Anyways, the announcement that I was just about to make is Deftest Violator, Chaotic, and myself are doing this show, this one-time show, where we'll be doing a like Survivor Series type of show. In which his champions of the EWL, his EFED, an EFED that I helped him put together, but it is his on his channel, and Deftest Violator, his EFEDs in the black brand, the red brand, and I believe the blue brand of the NWO. Basically, champions from that show, from each of our shows, whether it be women's, tag, men's, whatever, they will be going head to head to prove who is the better brand. And we're working out the kinks of that. We're trying to work out some of the things and trying to sort of decide what exactly we want to do with that. But we are very excited. I mean, I thought of the idea because I was like, well, we all have Xbox. We all have, WWE. Whether it be 2K19 or 2K20. We're going to do it on 2K19 simply because, well, you already know, 2K20 crashes over and over. So I will definitely be talking to Chaotic and Deftest and trying to, get this ball rolling. And, it's going to be on Mixer. So I normally stream on Twitch, but a little while ago, you had seen me stream on Mixer. I had left Twitch for some personal reasons. I just felt that at the time that Twitch wasn't doing a lot of things to, with TOS and stuff. They still kind of don't. But they've gotten better about it. And so I went over to Mixer and for a little bit. And I like some of the stuff that Mixer has and everything. So what we will be doing is all of us will be co-streaming using Mixer's co-stream to stream this. So all three of us will be streaming this all at once. We'll be commentating it. We'll be doing everything that we can to do that, and I think it would be fun because I had a lot of fun commentating the EWL episode with Deftest and Chaotic. That was a really fun time, and I would definitely love to do that again. But as we get this underway, let us wait no longer, folks, as we have Sky Outlaw versus Ariel and turn the entrances off, so we shouldn't have crashes here. Here we go. What's up, Ace Angel? Good to see you in here, buddy. Speaking of Ace Angel, we had his debut last episode in RCW. Definitely check that out. If it is on my YouTube and my website, I gotta make a YouTube command again. I keep forgetting to do that. And you can check that out. But as a special main event tonight, we have an open challenge. An open challenge for the RCW Carnage title. Basically, Sean Winners, the champion right now. He had said, I have an open challenge. Anybody who wants to challenge me can do so. As the referee is holding Sky back here as Ariel gets back into the ring. Oh, tried for a kick to the midsection. Both ladies are trying to, grab each other here. But Ariel not doing anything. I don't know why she decided not to do anything. She just stood there. Gotta love the AI, am I right? That was kind of weird. I've never seen that happen. Usually user-controlled matches is an inverted DDT here. Now we've seen these two go head-to-head in a Ravage cage match in which it entailed that you had 5 minutes to escape the steel cage, and Sky Outlaw was able to be victorious in that matchup. Ariel unable to capture the RCW Women's Championship from Sky's sister, Luna, and I think that definitely has an effect on her going ahead into this matchup, and a Snapdragon there from Ariel. Oh, but looking for a big boot there possibly, but Sky able to grab the foot into a backbreaker there. Oh, but a kick to the face there, and now Ariel looking for the driver's seat. A little bit of a kick. She didn't get much on it, but it's enough. Looking to end it early here, but just a count of 1. Like I said, we have an open challenge, so we will find out who will be answering that here tonight. I'm excited for that, as we don't really have many championship matchups on like regular everyday RCW shows. That we usually save that for the pay-per-view as a famouser there to Ariel, and Ariel trying to roll out to the outside, but Sky preventing her from doing so. Now looking for Sky's the limit here on Ariel. She's hit this many times, and she connects with that. And she rolls over into the pin. 1. No. Just a count of 1. And Sky can't believe it there. I thought she was at least going to get a 2 count there. Ariel gets right back up to her feet. Oh, and a rolling elbow. Connects there, lifting Ariel up. Oh, but a kick to the midsection. Oh, and a huge spear. Huge spear to Sky there. It's got to take the wind out of you. Oh, a slap to the face, the disrespect. Into an armbar here. Into an armbar. Sky, like I mentioned, all of the Outlaws are really good at getting out of submissions, as Sky and Luna were trained by Brian, and submissions is something that they had specialized in. Brian, not so much, but Sky and Luna both. Brian and Jason are the strikers of the Outlaw family, and really, Luna is a striker too as well, but, Luna and Sky are the better, submission specialists, if you will, of the family. And it kicks in the midsection again, and another famouser. Oh, but I don't even know what that was there. It looked to be a slight kick to the face again from Ariel. Oh, and a belly-to-belly suplex there. Drags her away from the ropes. Very wise there. Lousy cover, though. 1, 2. And Sky was able to kick out. Oh, tried for a drop kick, though, but to no avail there. And a jiu-jitsu throw, though, from Sky. And now looking to do a working hold, looking to wear down Sky. And Sky, again, specializing in all of that. Submissions, working holds, and everything in between, as she grabs Ariel again for Sky's the limit. And she connects. 1, 2. And again, Ariel kicks out at 2. Ariel has been unable to hit really anything here in this match. Anything of damage, anyway. As Sky is absolutely taking this over, looking for Sky fall here, and she lands it. 1, 2, 3, and Sky gets the quick victory. Wow. It seemed that loss
to Luna had derailed the confidence of Ariel here. Definitely not a good look for Ariel going forward, but a good look for Sky nonetheless, as she is victorious here. And speaking of that match that I mentioned earlier, will we see Sky versus Luna 2? We'll have to wait and find out for that. Ice White, thank you for stopping in, man. I appreciate it. Enjoy your dinner, my man. As we move on to the break screen here, as we wait for the next match to load up. Now this next match, it is Tommaso Ciampa versus Tony Nese. Thank you, Ice White. I appreciate it. Now, if you need any work done, like I mentioned earlier, you can go to Fiverr, but also my buddy Ice White does a really good job of some art. He dabbles in that Photoshop stuff, so definitely check him out. He also does stream reviews too, like channel reviews. He kind of gives you tips on what you can do to improve your stream. He is very constructive in his stream reviews. He's not gonna just sit there and say you suck and whatever. And I honestly think a lot of people in this world, they don't know how to give criticism. They just bash it just to bash it. And to me, bashing something just to bash something is not gonna make it better, and to me makes you less intelligent of a person. Because to me, it takes a lot to be able to formulate your opinion and to be able to explain yourself. Explain why you have the opinion that you have. And a lot of people are just like, well, this sucks. But why does it suck? Why do you think it sucks? What do you think they can do to make it better? And they're like, well, it just sucks. And it's like, well, that's not... That's kind of pointless. But Ice White, he does a really good job of, just reviewing your channel. He looks at your panels. He looks at, overlays. He looks at, your mannerisms in your streams. Like, he'll check out your VODs and see if you're talking. There's a lot of stuff that goes into streaming that people don't realize, that it's more than just playing a video game. And, as the audience member, you watching that person playing that video game, there's a lot of interaction that is involved in it, and he does a really good job of it. And so, and speaking of, the whole criticism thing, that is something that Chaotic, Justice Violator, Young Sin, and all of us do well on the wrestling podcast. Like when we have these discussions about things that we don't like, about things that they could do to make it better. Like, we bash it, but we also say, here's what they could do better, or here's what I wish they wouldn't do, instead of saying it sucks. And I feel like with AEW being a thing, everybody's like, well, AEW sucks, or AEW is going to be the new WCW, or AEW is full of this, or full of this, or whatever. And it's like, well, dude, it's like, you can like WWE and AEW. Like, I don't get the whole WWE fanboy thing where everybody's like, oh, Impact sucks, or whatever, or this, or this, or this, or this, or this. There's things that I like about multiple companies. There's things that I dislike. Like, I don't believe any company is perfect in making a show. As far as AEW and WWE goes, I think AEW is doing the empty arena shows right. Because I think having those superstars in there and having a little bit of audience is better than just having nobody in there. And, at least they're, having something, And I've enjoyed that over NXT. I still enjoy NXT, but in terms of, like, the showmanship of it, I enjoy AEW a lot more in terms of their empty arena shows. But without further ado, let's get into our next match, which is Tommaso Ciampa versus the premier athlete, Tony Nese. Now, Tommaso Ciampa and Keith Lee have been butting heads for the past couple of weeks here on RCW as Tommaso Ciampa makes his way out here, and no one will survive. That is true. And we'll see if Tony Nese, the premier athlete, 8 reasons because of his 8-pack of abs why he is better than you and why he is the premier athlete. But let's see if he can survive against Tommaso Ciampa here. And just when I say that, watch him do this. He's gonna do it. I don't know how I feel about Tony Nese as far as see? You think Brian Outlaw is full of himself? Get a load of this guy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 reasons why I'm the premier athlete. 8 reasons why I'm better than each and every one of you.
Yep. See? Exactly. This guy possibly has a bigger ego than Brian Outlaw does. Because, I feel like there are different levels of ego here. Tony Nese has that ego where he's like, I have an 8-pack of abs, so I'm better than you because I look like this. Whereas Brian Outlaw is kind of like, I'm champion, and you're not. How can we hear him normal without a mic? I have no idea. It's just in the game. I don't know. It's just in the game. I have no idea. I always wondered that myself. It's Tommaso Ciampa and Tony Nese. Here we go. Now Ciampa with the jumping knee strike here. The running jumping knee strike. Here to the premier athlete. Oh my. Jeez. Just dropping Tony Nese where he stands at another knee. Looks like you got to obsess over something else here. You got to pay attention in this match, Tony. Stop looking at your 6-pack and start paying attention to this match. And a back body drop there to Tommaso Ciampa as the premier athlete, Tony Nese. Looks to start some offense here on Tommaso Ciampa, but Ciampa slithers out of the way of that suplex there. Oh, but can't take advantage. Oh, but again, finds a way out of it. And lifts up Tony Nese. Oh, and drags him down just like that. And Tony Nese is wondering what the hell hit him here. Oh my, the furious of punches there. The series of punches on the premier athlete as Ciampa going up top. Ciampa going up top. I don't see him do this a lot, but he drops the knee on Tony Nese. Oh, but Tony Nese now with the front face lock. And just drops Ciampa there. I don't know how much force he got behind that slam, but a drop kick there to Ciampa. And a leg drop to Ciampa. Is the premier athlete looks to show why he is better than Ciampa. I don't know if I would agree with that, but like I said, if Tony Nese doesn't get a win here, it's definitely got to hurt his ego as a suplex back in the ring from Tony Nese. It definitely has to hurt his ego here if he can't come out with a win, and what a big boot by Ciampa, sending Tony Nese all the way to the corner and a jumping knee strike again from Ciampa. We are seeing these series of knee strikes from Ciampa. That is hugely part of his repertoire here. And a Falcon Arrow from the premier athlete, Tony Nese. As Tony Nese gets right back up there and Ciampa has to roll out to the apron. Giving him some time to recuperate here, but Tony Nese is not letting him do that. Again with the suplex back into the ring here, slamming down Ciampa. But Ciampa goes out to the outside. Tony Nese there to follow. Oh, and an STO. An STO to Tony Nese. As he throws Tony Nese into the barricade. Count of 3 here. Oh! And drops Tony Nese. I believe that was on the knee there, and that may have busted Tony Nese wide open. Oh, but Tony Nese with the reversal with that elbow. Count of 5. 6 here, as Ciampa has to get back in the ring. Both men have to. Countouts do apply here in this match, and I would hate to have this match end via countout. Oh, as Tony Nese now slithering out of a potential suplex in an inverted DDT. And kissing those muscles. Again, it's that ego of Tony Nese. But Tony Nese has to prove it here. Like I said, if he doesn't beat Ciampa here, all that crap he was talking before the match doesn't matter. You know, I think Ciampa's going to make him eat his words here. And a panhandle slam there. From Tony Nese. 1, 2. And Ciampa kicked out at 2. Ciampa kicked out at 2. And Tony Nese cannot believe it, as you can tell by that facial expression there. Oh, but a slap to the face of Ciampa. What disrespect there. Panhandle. Oh my. Panhandle into some type of power slam there. Telling him to come on. Oh, look at these strikes. These quick strikes from the premier athlete. And another leg drop to Ciampa. And now Tony Nese going up top now. Tony Nese with a 450 splash on Ciampa. 1, 2, and Ciampa again gets the shoulder up. And Tony Nese is livid right now. Tony Nese is absolutely livid right now as Ciampa. Oh no, Ciampa looking for the armbar. He's looking to tear the shoulder out of the socket. But realizing that Tony Nese could have broken out of that, he lets that go very quickly, and that was very smart from Ciampa there. Not allowing Tony Nese to get out of that submission and possibly take advantage. But a kick to the midsection here, looking for the fairy tale ending here on Tony Nese. 1, 2, and Tony Nese with a kick out. Tony Nese. I don't know how he's surviving this, as you can see the blood from his forehead. And Ciampa going right after that, further busting that cut open. Now going up top again, that's a little far away, Ciampa. I don't know. Oh, but he gets the knee. And an Irish whip to the corner now. Irish whip to the corner. Ciampa running in. Oh, tried for the knee, but he met turnbuckle. All he met was turnbuckle, and Tony Nese takes him down. Ill-advised mistake there. 1, 2. And Ciampa again kicks out and just sits up. Ciampa again sits out. He just sat up right after that. A no-sell there. Oh. Sidesteps Tony Nese there. Into a German. But Ciampa's still hanging on. German again. Oh, is he going for a third German suplex to Tony Nese? Now dragging him away from the ropes. close to the middle of the ring and a knee to the back and just driving that knee right into the back of Tony Nese. And now, with that in mind, like a back injury could definitely prevent you from doing much. And he goes after the back again and a jumping knee strike again. Wow. Ciampa is on fire right now. Tosses Tony Nese out to the outside. Now looking to go out to the outside here as the referee will begin the count. And Ciampa seems to be having his way with the Premier Athlete looking for a jumping knee strike again. But Tony Nese throws Ciampa right into the steps. And look at that ego showing off. Tony Nese, that's going to come back to bite you. A reversal of the elbow there. Oh, and an elbow from Tony Nese. Count of 6. Oh, Ciampa though rolls him up. But that's not going to count as it's not in the ring. As Ciampa resets the count here. Tony Nese says, I want to go back into the ring. Wise there by Tony Nese says that's the only way you can win this matchup. Oh, but Ciampa firing back with a shot to the back and another hammer throw there into the turnbuckle. And Ciampa again throwing Tony Nese to the outside. It seems that Ciampa is sick of Tony Nese. As he drags him away from the announce table, I have no idea what he has planned here. As Tony Nese lays there motionless, starting to stir though. Oh, but a boot to the face. As Ciampa resets the count. Oh, but Tony Nese fired back though. He definitely doesn't want to be put through that table. I mean, who does? As he looks to drag Tony Nese over to the table. Oh, no. Come on. Come on, Ciampa. I know he's an egomaniac, but it's not worth of this. And a glitch again. Oh my god, the glitching of the frickin' announce table. That always happens. Air raid siren. Through the announce table to Tony Nese. Driving him into the remains of the announce table. Count of 8. And he resets the count again. Remember, still to come, folks. It is our RCW Carnage Championship Open Challenge. As Sean Winters, the champion, issued an open challenge here tonight. Who is going to answer that? We will find out soon. Now looking to roll over Tony Nese. I don't know. I think his head was underneath the rope there. But a 2 count, and it seems that Tommaso Ciampa is now frustrated. I mean, he should have gotten Tony Nese right back into the ring right away after that air raid siren through the announce table. Oh, but Tony Nese now. Tony Nese drops Ciampa. 1. No! Ciampa says no. And Tony Nese, I don't know what this man has to do to put down Ciampa. But Ciampa is just proving why Tony Nese is not the man he says that he is. Oh, and another knee strike as Tony Nese is just dazed. He is absolutely dazed right now. Now looking to go for that armbar once again. Right in the middle of the ring. Nowhere for Tony Nese to go. But Tony Nese able to get out of it very quickly. Oh, but an elbow right there. An elbow right to the Premier Athlete. Lifting him up and slamming him down right then and there. Again. Ciampa says, not today. Oh, Ciampa looking to go for another fairy tale ending. Another fairy tale ending on Tony Nese. 1, 2, 3, and Ciampa is victorious here. And like I mentioned, all of that smack talk that Tony Nese was having before this match in his entrance, if he didn't win here, none of that mattered. And obviously he didn't. So, Ciampa is victorious here. Pointing to every single one of the people in the crowd. As he celebrates his victory here on RCW. Look at that man right there. That is a man of confidence. I know it doesn't look like it, but that is a man on a mission. And that is a man that's going to just tear through the rest of the RCW roster. As we move on to our next match here, folks. And our next match is the main event. It is the open challenge that Sean Winters had issued for his RCW Carnage Championship. Who is going to answer this? We will find out in a matter of minutes here. Now, Sean Winters is a big man. I believe he is 6'3", 260 pounds. And that is just astronomical right there. You know, like, there's a reason why he is RCW Carnage Champion. He tore through Randy Orton at RCW Rebirth to become the RCW Carnage Champion. So we'll see who is going to answer the challenge. Let's see as the champion comes out here. As apparently our challenger is already in the ring. We will see who it is in just a few moments. And it is Darby Allin. It's Darby. Darby Allin is challenging the champion. Wow. Darby Allin. Seriously. Does this man have a death wish? Not to diss him in any way, but, you know, look at the huge size difference, but apparently it doesn't matter as we just seen there. Sean Winters putting it all out on the line here. Same with Darby Allin. And Darby is taking it to the champion right now. An Irish whip into the corner. And, oh, Sean Winters finally taking over. Oh, and a drop kick. I don't know how much he got of that, though. Kind of whiffed on it a little bit. And now covering the challenger and Darby Allin. And only a 1 count. Now, this man, at only 27 years old, definitely has quite the story as a super kick here on Sean Winters. This man was homeless before professional wrestling. Got into Evolve Wrestling and had some amazing matches there. And now he is here in RCW. What a success story here, especially with how young he is. And now he has the chance of a lifetime to become RCW Carnage Champion here. If he can defeat the Goliath in Sean Winters. This might as well be a David and Goliath story scenario. Oh, and a shoulder tackle there to the champion. And Darby Allin. Oh no, what's he going for here? Darby Allin throwing caution to the wind. I don't know how much he got of that though. It looked like a crossbody that just went absolutely wrong. But nonetheless, it did the job. And a stunner there. From Darby Allin onto the champion. Again, champion's advantage here. Count of 5 here. Count of 6. Is Darby Allin. Awaits Sean Winters. And Darby Allin again with a double axe handle. And a clothesline. As Sean Winters tries to pump up the crowd here. I don't know who to cheer for here. You know, both of these men are amazing. But you gotta go for Darby Allin. I mean, he's the underdog in this. I would have thought this would have been a squash match. As the champion gets back up, he could have stayed out there. But he chose not to. He wants to beat Darby Allin. As Darby again throws him out. And Darby with a power bomb. Look at the strength of this little guy. And that's not meant to make fun of his size, but, you know, Sean Winters is a mountain of a man here as he throws Sean into the ring post. The fact that this is even close just baffles me. You know, like I said, not to diss Darby Allin, but this is easily a mismatch. Easily. As again, he's going for that stunner again on Sean Winters. I wonder where he put his title. I think he told the guy to take it to the back. That's what I'm wondering. As Darby Allin throws the champion back into the ring now. Now looking to go up top. Looking to go up top here. Oh my, what a foot stomp. A double foot stomp. Taking the air out of the champion here. Oh, but Sean Winters coming back now. Sean refusing to go down. Oh my. Tossing Darby Allin back into the ring with authority, and now these just multiple stomps here. But Darby Allin gets up and is met with a huge chop, taking down Darby Allin. And now Sean Winters can go to work. Here on Darby, all these kicks in the corner. But you gotta give it to Darby. He's in this thing, man. This guy's in this thing. He's still in this. He has shown that he can hang with a guy that's pretty much 3 times the size of him. Oh, tried for an enziguri perhaps, but Shawn just shrugged that away. Now working on the arm of Darby here. Couple of shots right there. Oh, and now kicks of his own! As he takes down the champion, and the champion rolls out to the outside as Darby Allin looking to throw caution to the wind. Tupe! And I don't know if that took more energy out of him or Shawn, because I believe Shawn hit the back of his head on the announce table there. But, you know, I think that, you know, with how small of a man Darby is compared to Shawn, that, you know, Darby would have gotten the worst of that. And Shawn Winters picks up Darby, but Darby again firing back. And again with those kicks. If it's anything that's going to help out Darby here, it's his quickness. That's what's going to help him out. That's what's going to help him out here. Oh, no. Come on, Darby. What are you doing? Darby is known for putting his life on the line here through the ropes. Onto our champion. Check out this replay. Wow. Darby Allin really wants this championship. Darby Allin is just mental. As both men are on their way back to the ring. But, oh, Shawn Winters grabs the foot of Darby Allin. And Shawn Winters, though, finds himself in a little bit of trouble. But Shawn with a knee to the midsection. And another knee there. Very awkward camera. I don't know why the camera's like this, but a side Russian leg sweep here. That was a very awkward camera angle. Gotta fire that camera guy. Oh, come on. Come on, Darby. Not again, man. Okay, good. Oh, and a clothesline. I thought Darby was going to go for it again. I thought we were going to see it again. What's it going to take, though? You got to beat the living shit out of Darby Allin for him to give up. Oh, and a kick right to the face. Oh, no. Shawn Winters maybe looking to end it with Frozen Tundra here. Looking for it. Frozen Tundra on Darby Allin. And we may have just seen game, set, match here, folks. 1, 2. Oh, my God. No. Darby Allin did not kick out of that. I did not just win. Oh my God. Darby Allin. This guy's got a death wish. There's no other explanation for this. Either this guy wants this championship so bad, or, you know, he's just simply running on adrenaline right now. Because I thought he was done after that. I don't know. Maybe Shawn's getting a little pissed off here. It seems that he is. Judging by that expression after that cover. What's Shawn Winters going for here? Shawn. Propping him up against the rope. Darby gets out of it. Darby. What are you doing? Darby? My God, what an arm drag. I thought he was going to go for something more, like, more insane than that. But, I mean, you never know with Darby Allin. Now look at the drag him over to the ropes again. Oh, come on. Not again, Darby. For real, bro. What are you doing? Darby Allin again through the ropes. Darby Allin. Seriously, bro. What are you doing? And now Darby Allin again. Going for that stunner. But he's got to get Shawn back in the ring, though. That's what he's got to do. He's got to get him back in the ring. Otherwise, this is not going to matter. Count of 7. As Darby Allin runs to the ring. No. Come on. Come on. No, not this way. It ended in a count out. And Shawn Winters is still the champion. Darby Allin. I don't know if that was very smart on his part. No. No, come on. That ended in a count out? Shawn Winters still has the belt. As Shawn Winters celebrates, I have never seen Shawn be one to take the easy way out. You know, NFL, he is a former NFL player. He is a former NFL player. During his days at the NFL, he wasn't taking easy way outs, but I've never seen him do that. That is very unlike Shawn Winters, but you got to do what you got to do. But take nothing away from Darby Allin. You know, that man, kid, rather, he's only 27. You know, that guy right there, even though he didn't come out with a belt tonight, he proved something. He proved something. And folks, as I go to the little bit of a break screen as we get close to the end here, that was insane. I'd like to hear from you guys. What do you guys think is next for Darby Allin? Do you think he deserves a rematch after that? You know, he technically didn't lose. He wasn't pinned. Do you think Darby deserves a title rematch at the RCW breakout pay-per-view? Because we can make that happen. We can make that happen. Now, rematch, that was BS. Of course. So it seems that you guys have spoken. We will have a rematch for the RCW Carnage Championship at RCW Breakout, or maybe we'll have it next episode. Who knows? But I think after seeing that match is definitely worth a slot. They just released Curtis Axel. Oh, I figured they would. They weren't using him anyway. It's still sad, but I figured they would. I figured they would, to be honest with you. I thought Bo Dallas would have gone first too, to be honest, but But anyways, folks, we will definitely have a title match. It's going to happen. As Darby Allin, if anything, he proved himself. When I thought that Darby Allin was simply just going to get squashed and be absolutely done for, because it appeared that way. Like in any match, most people would have been like, this kid is not going to win. And, after what we had just seen, he deserves to have that opportunity. So definitely at some point down the line, whether it be the next episode of RCW or simply just the next pay-per-view, which is RCW Breakout, he is going to get a title match. He will get a title match. Like how we do title matches here in RCW, usually you have to beat the champion. But in the circumstances that we had just seen there with a countout, that is definitely not how we handle things here in RCW. I never like to have matches just simply end in a countout. Usually it's either an automatic restart or, they get a rematch down the line. And in which case, Darby Allin will get a match down the line for it. So, a couple of things before we raid off and hop off here, and one of those things being that I started doing these feedback sessions for RCW shows, meaning that usually every show after every episode, I like to. I apologize for that. I was the Twitch thing. Every episode, I usually like to have. After every episode, I like to have a feedback session where usually I have people in the Discord. There is a channel in Discord. As I say that, I will type the link for it. There it is. I don't know why the chat box is the way it is. I'll have to fix it. I have no idea why it is like that. I'll have to figure it out. I'll have to figure that out. I'll have to mess around with it. But there is a channel in the Discord that is, it's a voice channel. It is called Feedback. And I'm in there usually after every episode of RCW for a little bit of time as I work on other things. Obviously my channel trailer that I have to do. I will work on that. And for the Twitch channel. And, after my recordings that I do, because I do some recordings after, I do my YouTube stuff. And everything. So, with that being said, like I said, I'll have to fix the chat box. But that is an opportunity for you guys to give your feedback on the show that you had just seen. Or on the show so far. If it's your first time ever seeing the show, I always like to hear people's opinions, their constructive criticisms, their pretty much everything, because you guys control how this show works. I make the matches, I book everything, but if it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing this show in the first place. This show has been going on for almost 1.5 to 2 years. We started in 2K18, went all the way through 2K19, and here we are in 2K20 doing the same exact thing. And when 2K21 when that comes out next year, 2K22, whatever the next 2K game is, when that comes out, we'll be doing the same thing. We'll have the same characters, we'll have everything. This will be a show that'll be continuing for a while. I don't know how long, but we're at season 7 right now. So, with that being said, thank you guys for everything that you do. I will be recording some stuff, obviously, post-stream as I get done here. I'll be recording some of the My Career stuff on 2K19. Because I made an announcement saying that with some of the stuff that you'll see in the My Career Universe modes, which is on my YouTube, you will be seeing some 2K19 and then some 2K20. So I will also be using the highlight reel in 2K19 as well when I do stuff, to kind of keep everything the same. Like if I do 2K20, I'll use 2K20's highlight reel. If I use 2K19, I'll use 2K19's highlight reel. So after I get done recording, I will be posting in the Discord. I will tag everyone. I'll remember so that you guys can see that, because if I don't do the @ everyone, then I don't know who's going to see it. I don't know, because some people have muted servers, meaning that they don't get the notifications, which is understandable because a lot of people type in a lot of servers, and I don't know how many servers you guys are members of. But I'd like to take this time to say that in those feedback sessions, consider it a place where you can, like I said, give your feedback. I take time out of my day to do that. I didn't start doing it until a few weeks back. So I thought it would be cool because it would be good to talk to you guys directly, through my headset and stuff like that, and actually talk to you guys directly besides doing, the stream stuff, and the YouTube stuff and everything. And, it's a good time for you guys to voice your opinions, and to kind of give you feedback on the show. And, I take that into account. If there's a particular match you'd like to see, I take that into account as well. Obviously, not every match has to have a storyline attached to it. If I think a dream match would, for example, I don't know, I'm just going to use Ace Angel as an example. So if I decide to put Ace Angel against frickin' Keith Lee or something, it's because I think that would be a good match, which, come to think of it, it would be. It doesn't necessarily have to have this whole storyline to it. It can brew into a storyline. It can start a storyline. It can fuel a storyline, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that way. So, anyways, use that opportunity to talk with me. I always love talking about the show. I talk about this off stream constantly. I talk about the Outlaws constantly off stream. I'm writing a book on them, so I talk about them constantly. So definitely use that as an opportunity to help yourself. I apologize for my dogs here, because they are barking because somebody's outside walking their dog currently. But anyways, I will catch you guys on the next stream, which should be, let's see, today is Thursday. Tomorrow, Friday. So tomorrow we'll be streaming. I don't know if it'll be another episode of RCW or if it will be something different. I'd like to kind of mix things up on the channel, and with 3 wrestling games coming out this year, we're going to take advantage of that. We're going to mix up some stuff. I plan to stream Retromania Wrestling when that comes out in July. I plan to create an eFed for that, which will be awesome, depending on what features they have in the game. And Chikara Action Arcade Wrestling, when that comes out for consoles, that's going to have its own eFed too. So we're going to have 3 different shows, and it's going to be awesome. It probably won't be the same format as RCW is. It'll probably be a little bit different, but who knows? We'll figure that out when the time comes. So, with that being said, I will catch you guys on the next stream. Let's figure out who we are going to raid here. Because we have to. We got to do that. We got to raid off, and I always like to support other people's channels. And, you know, I got some really awesome friends. So we have my buddy Spud Gaming. He's a really good bud of mine. He is really funny, really charismatic. You know, he's just an all-around good dude. And he is playing Sea of Thieves right now. And he is just really funny, really awesome. So we're going to raid him. And I will catch you guys on the next stream. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.